How's everyone doing today? Hope you're doing great. I'm doing awesome because I am super excited about what we're doing today. As you can see in the thumbnail, we're going to attempt to get these fender flares and replacement fenders on this Jeep. So I've kind of tried to do it with my Comanche, but never went along with it, and we never ended up doing it. So they're still fresh, uncut. So today I'm going to focus on getting the front fenders off, front clip off, and getting all the hardware out of the door sills and fenders and the front clip as well, and see if we can't get these tossed on today, or at least mocked up and started. They still need to get paint prepped, worked, and all that fun stuff. So let's see if we can't get this going and hopefully have a cool looking Jeep at the end of the day. All right, so there's these torque bits all along each fender, and they're also along this bottom pinch seam. So that one's pushed up in there, and I think both of them are. Yeah, that one's up in there too. So the goal is not to break these little tabs that are behind here. They most often break, and it's not fun to get the screw out. So gonna take it slow and easy. And there's also a couple screws, I don't know if y'all could see those, but one up there, I think one right there. So gotta get all those out. All right, got that off. All right, I'm gonna show you something about this front clip. Don't buy these. These are junk. These are they're a plastic replacement front clip. And let me show you real quick. So for one, they're never straight. Never in any body panel is, but these are pretty bad. Like there's a lip flicking off that, and then there's like a spot over there, but every single one of these posts, except for like maybe two, has snapped off. Like they're all like, I'm surprised these are all still on here, but a lot of them are broken off. They're real bad about breaking. They're just poor quality, very poor quality. So if you're getting a replacement front clip, try to find a factory one or get the fiberglass one, which is white. All right, let's move on to these fenders. So these fenders are from Hanneman Fiberglass. They sell a lot of these kits for like the Jeep Speed stuff and other different trucks like Toyota, Ford, Dodge, all that type of stuff for different brands. But I think they make one of the best kits for the Cherokee. There used to be a real good kit from this brand called Baja Fiber, and they were really cool. I liked them. They had actually had a 4-door kit, so you can actually order a 4-door kit. But the only thing that I didn't like about it is integrated into the fender, they had a fender flare. So like, you know, the Jeep comes factory with these fender flares. They incorporated that into the design of the fender. So it's all user's choice. I'm not a fan of the fender flare on the extra wide fenders, so I didn't like it too much, but it was a cool kit. It looked good on certain Jeeps, but I went with the Hannemans. I've got to order the rears. So when you get these, they are not cut or drilled. I mean, they're cut out, but and they have different tabs you can see, even on the bottom. So none of the holes are pre-drilled. I have this cut out here. On my Comanche, I actually had to pull something off. I can't remember what it was, but we'll see what the late model stuff has to offer, because the Comanche's a early model. It's a 91. But let's see here. So looks like it's just gonna conform right to that, which will be nice actually. So it actually looks like I'm gonna have to drill in this way onto the flare or the fender and put some bolts on the back side and just pull all these off and everything. So let's see if I can get started and get this done today. So fingers crossed. Got those out without a hitch, which is nice. Those are always the ones that break off the easiest. Also, don't forget, inside here there is a bolt holding to a kind of like a brace that's riveted to the not rivet nut, but riveted to the structure of the Jeep. So a lot of people cut these off. I don't like cutting them off. I'm just gonna actually reuse these on another Jeep, so I gotta drill out that little rivet and then take your time on these, clean them up really good, spray some PB Blaster, and 90% of the time they'll come off if you're down here in the south. But up north, I wish you luck. So this is right here. I'm not sure if I'm going to relocate that just yet. Tires are going to be significantly bigger, so we'll just have to address that if that needs to be moved after the fact. Otherwise, it's just going to stay there for now. I don't want to try to get an older one and try to shove it in here just right yet. Alright, but that's it for the fender. Yeah, this Jeep has been, as you can see, it looks like it's got some stories to tell, especially here. Frames pushed in a little bit. Yeah, it was not treated the nicest. I'm guessing this is maybe from that wreck when on the other side. So I'm getting all this fixed and plated, so that'll all be in another video. But right now we're just focusing on cosmetics, which is not usually my forte. I'm usually working on the drivability and practicality and all the mechanical stuff staying working. But right now this Jeep is not the main driver, so let's get the cosmetic stuff taken care of first. So let's see how this fender looks when I hang it on here. Alright, let's point out the problem areas right off the bat. That's nowhere close to that, and that's so destroyed, it's not even funny. Ugh. Trying to figure out if it's pushed in anywhere or not. Super. Then over here, I had this problem on the Comanche, is there's a seal, like of RTV or some type of sealant in there, and it's really close to this. So, all right, let's get the other fender off and then get that one lined out, and let's see if this side's damaged more so than the other side. I don't think the other side has any damage on it, but we'll see how far it is off, and then we'll just work from there. All right, so didn't bore y'all with pulling this one off. Make sure you pull your antenna off too. So the issues I'm running into is this section here. You can see I've pulled up a lot of that RTV. Yeah, see how the couple holes right here? I guess that's why they put that on there. So if you go back in here, you make sure you seal that back up. So, but that was hitting. The issue now is this little tab here on the back of the fender. They made them stupid thick. Look how thick that is. So I'm gonna try to bend that metal tab to see if I can't get it in there. And then this is like really radius, so it's putting, you have to like bend it to go underneath there. So, but the problem is these, I think, are gonna get in the way of the rock sliders. So I have a feeling we're gonna have to cut these off a bit, which I don't mind, which is fine, but it's definitely gonna have to happen. The slider went like all the way in front of this, so it's a good amount, and that thing goes underneath. But the problem is, like the factory one, it sucked in real close to this, and oh wow, I didn't see this. Oh man, look at that. Oh my god. You don't use foam, people. Yeah, it's broke right there. Yeah, you can see when the foam's on there. I'm gonna have to go back in here with some seam sealer and seal all this up. Yeah, it's around that hole right there. Look at that. Wow. Fixing a car, people, spray foam is not your answer. It holds water really bad. Y'all would be blown away about all the stuff that I find on these Jeeps that I buy. It just never surprises me anymore. Especially the steering on this one was so bad. Oh, it was scary. Thank God. My wife didn't. The guy's wife that I bought it from was driving it like that. That's just mind-blowing to me. I'm gonna mess with this some more. I'm not gonna bore y'all with the tedious, small, itty-bitty, minute work. And if y'all don't know, y'all are new to the channel, I'm blind. So take that in consideration with me doing all this stuff. So yeah, I'm legally blind, so if you haven't checked out that video, it's in my row of videos. I'll have my wife put a link in the description below. So, but yeah, it looks good though. From what I can see, I think it looks good. What do y'all think? I think it looks good. What's crazy is a lot of people will just do these. I rarely see the rear. Rarely. And on a two-door, it's more common because people don't want to cut the fender. So we're gonna actually cut the fender and make it still function as a four-door, but it's gonna look so good. All right, I'm gonna get back to work. Well, there is a look at it. Rough look. Hopefully these fenders are wide enough, because these tires are kind of inward, and the other tires I got, I think, are going to be a little bit wider. So hopefully that works. If not, I may have to sell these and get another size. But I've got to do some more trimming. This is going to be a two-parter. So my dad is a professional body man, so I'm going to have him come over and we are going to properly fit these, and I'm going to show you exactly what we did after we get it done, because it's a lot of tedious stuff. Being my vision what it is, I'm glad I got this far with it. So I may trim on it a little bit later, but all right, I'll catch back up with y'all here shortly.